Hello, I'm Talib Khan and welcome back to the daily news bulletin of Jagran English. Let's begin with the first big story of the day. Mobile internet services were restored in Kargil on Friday, 145 days after the government abrogated the special status of Jammu and Kashmir. The services were restored in view of complete normalcy returning to Kargil, with no untoward incident taking place over the past 4 months. The officials said that the local religious leaders have appealed to people not to misuse the facility. However, broadband services were already functional in Kargil. Internet facilities were snapped on August 5 ahead of Union Home Minister Amit Shah announcing the repeal of Article 370 and bifurcation of Jammu and Kashmir state into 2 union territories. The state was placed under massive clampdown with heavy deployment of security forces and the house arrest of several mainstream political leaders, including former Chief Ministers Omar Abdullah and Mehbooba Mufti. Last month, low-speed 2G mobile internet services were restored in 5 districts of Jammu region and restrictions relaxed in 35 police stations in the Kashmir Valley. Earlier this month, Jammu and Kashmir LG GC Murmu had said that internet services would be restored in Kashmir in phases once the situation turns more normal. In the second big story, at least 15 people died and dozens were injured on Friday when a passenger plane carrying 100 people crashed shortly after takeoff from Kazakhstan's largest city and slammed into a building. The plane crashed at a 2-story building during takeoff from Almaty airport in Kazakhstan. According to media reports, 15 people have died in the crash so far. The Kazakhstan Civil Aviation Committee in a statement said that plane was heading to Nur Sultan, adding that 15 people have been killed in the crash so far. The Fokker 100 airplane disappeared from the radar minutes after it took off from the Almaty airport at 7 am on its way to capital Nur Sultan with 95 passengers and 5 crew members. The plane hit a concrete barrier and then slammed into a 2-story building. However, the reason for the crash was not immediately known. A total of 66 people were injured, of whom 50 were hospitalized, with 12 in an extremely serious condition. The injured also includes 9 children. Meanwhile, Kazakhstan president pledged to provide families of the victims with compensation and tweeted that those responsible will be severely punished in accordance with the law. The president also said that a government commission had been set up to investigate the circumstances surrounding the tragedy. In the third story, Delhi police have made elaborate arrangements to check and deal with any untoward situation in the national capital, and prohibitory orders have been imposed in several sensitive areas of the city. Restrictions under Section 144 of the CRPC have been imposed in the area near Lal Qila and a large part of the northeast Delhi district and around UP Bhavan in anticipation of the protest. In Seelampur, where protests turned violent on December 17 but remained peaceful last Friday, Section 144 has been imposed and about 15 companies of the police force have been deployed. The police also carried out flag march in the morning and urged local Muslim clerics to appeal for peace and tranquility. According to the police, Section 144 has been put in place in 12 police station areas in northeast Delhi. Meanwhile, heavy police deployment has also been made around the Jama Masjid area, where thousands joined protesters to march to Daryaganj area, where stores were pelted at cops and properties were vandalized. Security has also been beefed up in the Jamia Nagar, another major flashpoint in the city that saw violent protests against the Citizenship Amendment Act. Several people and policemen had sustained injuries in the violent protests in parts of the national capital. With this, I conclude the daily news bulletin for today. We will be back tomorrow with more big stories of the day. You can log on to english.jagran.com to catch all the developments of the day. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube. Till then, thank you and goodbye.